Good morning, Major Archer. The following news highlights have been custom filtered for your special interest as a courtesy of Hypercast Networks. For further information on any topic, a complete report is available at minor charge. Be sure to supply your regimental ID for further discount. Reports from the front lines are grim. The Department of Mandated Colonization confirms 12 additional frontier planets have been infested by xenome species. In spite of the arrival of massive numbers of gunman troops, panic continues to spread among the colonists, and haphazard civilian evacuations have begun to mount in direct defiance of colonial mandate. While critics warn that the outbreak of xenome hostilities across so many fronts has stretched the fighting force to its breaking point, gunman leaders deny these speculations. Still, despite sustained fighting over several weeks, even high echelon leaders cannot deny that losses are high. And for the first time in its history, the human species is faced with the possibility of colonized worlds being abandoned to a belligerent and predatory alien race. Watchers report several recent arrivals of gunman neural specimens to the Medical Intelligence Facility. While complete mapping of salvaged tissue remains difficult, there are rumored to be powerful memories of a massive alien queen correlated between neural samples rescued from several different worlds. Experts discount such claims as fearful conjecture, pointing out that it is difficult to separate fact and fantasy when charting mnemonic traces. They use the same point to dispel the far wilder claims of bloodthirsty creatures made entirely of shadow, which have recently caused much upset among colonial conscripts. Last evening, Dr. Varkas Kalhorian, civilian scientist and founder of the Citizens of Full Disclosure, called a press conference to state his belief that the xenomes have been genetically modified and deliberately placed on inhabited planets by an unknown faction.
I demand an investigation by a neutral party of all records related to the infestation, including a complete review of documents I believe unlawfully suppressed by the Department of Colonization. Administrators who could have contained this threat when it was negligible chose to sacrifice colonial lives rather than endanger their profits.
DMC officials declined to respond to Dr. Kalhorian, except to once again invoke the classification of all such documents as top secret under the Predatory Species Act. Lawyers for both sides continue to prepare for what will undoubtedly be a protracted battle. Today, in technology, all gunman troops are being armed with a new line of configurable weapons first pioneered by frontier inventors. Soldiers who volunteered to use prototype models in frontline situations give them high marks for their ability to adapt to the changing face of xenome warfare. Weapon packs are working overtime to supply troops with the latest models, and plan to continue shipping upgrades and modifications as they become available. Major Archer, your regiment starts training with these weapons today. Next week marks the 5-year anniversary of the Battle of Banzer Prime, where the first xenomes took the lives of 2 platoons of gunmen and their selfless generals. His brave actions allowed a few of the gunmen to escape and spread the first official warnings of the xenome plague. Memorial fires are being prepared around the Western Spiral Arm. A veterans organization near the frontier plans on detonating the blue giant Gamma Valkyrie in the general's honor.
He always said he wanted to go out with a bang. We think a supernova's only fitting.
You were with the general on Banzer Prime, weren't you, Major Archer? If you wish to book passage to the Valkyrie system, Hypercast would be happy to make all arrangements. You have 10 days of discretionary leave at your disposal. Shall I make tentative reservations? Major Archer? Major Archer? Major Archer?
The equipment on the station is wearing Attention, men! I have the pleasure of introducing you to this man, one of the few survivors of Banzer Prime. He knew the great general personally. The general saved him and the rest of his troops by his glorious self-sacrifice. But the general knew no gunman leaves another gunman behind. It was his duty. What's our mission, sir? We've received a suspicious signal beacon from an uncharted jungle planet. You men have been assigned to investigate and take action. There's a chance that the ones responsible for the Xenome infestation are behind this. You'll be leaving just as soon as the dropships have been prepared. I hope you're ready to kick Xenome ass, just like the General would have. Dismissed! Yes, sir! We've got a few hours. May as well go practice on the firing range till we're ready to go. Uh-oh. Looks like another damaged ship is about to... Oh, Aubrey! Let's get out of here! Hurry! You'll have to duck to get under this, sir. Excellent. Watch it. Jump over this. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to stay down here and stop this leak. You go ahead and climb up the ladder. Hey! Up here! That side is blocked. Get a running start and jump over to this side. Excellent. I don't have clearance to shut off this force field, but we've got to get out of here. The glass is cracked. I think we'll be able to... That should work. Whoa! That looks like a nasty fall. Looks like you're hurt. Look for a medical station to heal yourself with. I'll find an easier way down, sir. Good job. Are you stuck? Try breaking that vent cover. Hey! This way! It's not safe on that asteroid. It's been damaged by a collision. Good, you're safe. I'm going to stay here to watch for more survivors. I hear it's going to take a while to clean this mess up, so feel free to use the firing range to pass the time.
Welcome to the training course. Please observe all safety regulations. You will be issued one standard pistol for this station. This target requires rapid-fire mode to score. Target destroyed. Move to the next target.
Nice shot!
This target requires sniper mode to score. Target destroyed. Move to the next target. This target requires charge mode to score. Target destroyed. Move to the next target. This target requires 400 damage points to score. .400 damage points awarded. Move to the next firing range. Return all weapons to the red receptacle. Welcome to the shotgun training course. This target requires 300 damage points within the time limit to score. 300 damage points achieved. Move to the next firing range. Welcome to the Mecha Gun training course. Note that you must overheat your weapon to score. Warning: overheating can result in wasted ammunition. 500 damage points achieved. You have cleared the basic weapons range.
Something blew these fuses out. It's dark back there. Be sure to use your flashlight. Welcome to the vehicle training course. I know what you're thinking. What good is a tank in space? But it's good to keep your skills sharp. The instructor is waiting over there by the tank. Okay, let's get started. Enter the tank by walking up to the side and pressing... Drive the tank to the other side of these crates! Use the strafe keys to turn the tank! The turret has press your crouch key to fire the machine guns! The other weapons have been disabled. We are in an asteroid after all. Good job. Let's keep going. Okay, you're ready to start the explosives training course. Today you'll be learning how to use the multiple unit launch engine, or MULE. Also, this course will teach you how to use the MULE ammunition packs as grenades, in case you find yourself without a launcher in combat. Because of all the explosives, this is a very dangerous range, so I'm going to leave you to practice on your own. There are plenty of emergency medical kits in case you set off an explosive too close to yourself. I'll be remotely piloting the target drones that you'll be fighting later. Good luck.
Welcome to the explosives range. Please observe all safety regulations. You will start by learning to use multiple unit launch engine ammunition packs as grenades. Extreme caution is recommended when attempting to use ammunition packs as trip mines. Remove the nose cone and carefully extract the detonator core. Throw the core at the hologram target. Using your weapon customization key, set the payload to cluster bomb and throw it at the next hologram target. Using your weapon customization key, set the trigger to timed and attempt to destroy the hologram target that is behind the cover. You will now be issued one multiple unit launch engine. Your instructor will control the remainder of this training session.
It's time to practice against moving targets. I'm going to release several target drones for you to shoot at. I suggest you use your weapon's customization key to experiment with the settings. I think you'll notice that a homing flight path is best against airborne targets. Be sure not to use the cluster bomb payload against airborne targets, but it's great for clearing an enclosed area. The spiral flight path mode does double the damage. Using a timed trigger setting, you can make your MULE into a grenade launcher. You can use the trigger when tripped setting to create traps. Practice all you want. Okay. Feel free to leave this range when you're ready. You can continue to practice with other weapons now that you've completed the explosives training. Don't forget to grab your armor, sir. Down the hall. Ah, Major Archer, I've been expecting you. Here's your armor. Looks like a good fit. Good luck. Good luck on your mission, sir. Better hurry. The dropships are ready to take off. Welcome aboard, Major Archer. Sir, check in with the other squad. I'll be patrolling this area. Welcome aboard, Major Archer. Area. Our standing orders are to search the area for the origin of the suspicious signal. What's so suspicious about it? It contains an obsolete but high-ranking gunman code. Okay, let's get started. Split up and secure the landing zone. From space, it looked to me like this whole continent was covered with ooze. Sir, they found something! Over there! Something's happening. It just activated. What's going on? It's a trap. Get the hell out of here. I don't know where they came from, sir. It was an ambush! Sir, the enemy is holding the position with a tank and several gun turrets. We have no chance of winning against the tank.
This way! Airborne's coming toward us. Fire! Fire! Fire!
The radar just picked up the last remaining dropships. Prepare the SAM turret. Yes, sir. The dropship is coming in too low. Automatic lock is too dangerous. Deactivating auto-seeking on the same. Dropship is down.
Hey!
Why is he attacking us? Why is he with them?
What did we do?
take it.
Trapper 6. There's been a little mix-up. We think we mislabeled an animal shipping crate. One of those little mean ones is in the wrong container. Watch your fingers. Over. Base to Trapper 6. Respawn. Over. Movement check. Move. To Trapper 6. There's been a little mix-up. We think we mislabeled an animal shipping crate. One of those little mean ones is in the wrong container. Watch your fingers. Over. Base to Trapper 6. Respawn. Over.
Big dinosaur is hunting us. It got 5 of us already, and it knows there are more. Don't leave the Captain Chronicles, or you are doomed.
I've seen worse wounds. keep going. I'll try to catch up soon. I'm hurt. Bad. Go on without me. I'll be okay, sir. I'm hurt bad.
Hello, Major Archer. I feel certain you remember me. Think back 5 years. You might recall a little scene that unfolded on Banjo Prime? Scene of a crime, I should say. You weren't even a major then. You had no authority to order the retreat, not while your general was still alive. If you'd read your science report more carefully, you'd have known that Silicon life has no chance of digesting fellow gunmen or the scientists. But you left us all to rot in the guts of those Silicon beasts. After crushing the monster's heart with my bare hands, I struggled tooth and nail to free myself. Literally. As you can imagine, an experience like that changes a man. I felt from within that terrifying power of the beast. I had my first insight into the awesome weapon it could become. When I had freed the undigested science team, they too saw the light of my vision. And they have labored well to engineer a host of new xenome species. You're very important to me, Archer. I wouldn't have gone to the trouble of luring you here otherwise. Science would be nothing without its guinea pigs. But try not to feel as if your slow death has no meaning. We intend to learn a great deal from your suffering, and we'll put all this hard-won knowledge to good work, ensuring the slaughter of the rest of your gunmen, treacherous, self-centered brutes. Now, I'm not ungenerous myself. I've left you some basic supplies, and I'm betting your will to survive is strong enough to provide some valuable data. But in all honesty, the greatest service you can do us all is die in an interesting fashion. Yes, my friend, now it is your turn to find out what it's like to be eaten alive.
hear what happened to Trapper 6? I hear he got chewed up by one of these things.
He should have packed more firepower.
Let's feed him to the crocs. I'm changing my bet. He killed it. Oh, he got one. Another one. Oh crap, let's just blow him up.
take it.
So long as a single gunman remains alive. Until I receive a signal confirming his death, my ship will remain on the landing pad.
The general won't leave until he gets word that the gunman is dead.
I'm ready for him. He's as good as dead. Tell the general that it's safe to take off.
Preparing for liftoff. All personnel clear out.
Breaking orbit, sir.
I'm disappointed in this planet's reptile specimens. In the end, it was my men who killed them. It's time to check on our more dangerous specimens. Set course for the Fair and Moon.
Steady as she goes, men.
I believe the reptiles in the cargo hold may have useful genotypes. However, the latest xenome life forms have been nearly perfected.
The report from the science team is a critical step. If the xenomes were able to destroy the mechanized facility, they will have proven themselves to be the finest bioweapons ever.
There's always room for improvement. For instance, controlling them is still a problem.
Sir, course calculated. Prepare to enter space.
I got a bad feeling about
test the xenome's abilities. The facility was abandoned decades ago, when the moon's orbit became unstable.
The place is a death trap. The only thing holding it together is a jerry-rigged array of kata space anchors. The facility's mainframe AI hasn't been defragged in ages. I suspect by now it's technically insane.
We'll know soon. Contact the science team.
Something's wrong. I don't see the science team. Sir, aerial drone on attack.